Welcome in, everybody. Kansas Motor Speedway. This is where we're going to bring you the Millie's Restaurant and Catering 200. I just don't have a picture yet. I'm going to try to explain as we go. But so far, we finished qualifying. I can give you down the grid a little bit here as we're waiting on a couple little tidbits to show up. But we're going to see
nothing.
Gene Wolfe, he'll be on the pole. He'll be followed by Mark Morton. He'll be outside of row 1. Row 2 will be Brandon Broadfoot. He'll be followed by the number 4 position of Trevor Williams. Third row will be Chris Ellis, and he'll be alongside Jonathan Cofield. 7th will be Curtis Banks. He'll be next to Mark Cofield in the 57. 9th will be Tony Burleson. And 10th place will be Jeff Merck in the qualifying order. And good evening, Wesley Outlet.
What's up, buddy? We're ready to rock and roll here at virtual Kansas Speedway, and I don't have any lineup or grid. I don't know what's going on. I'm missing stuff. So there's something going on, guys. So if you got it, Michael, please take over, buddy. Go ahead. I don't see a lineup.
We'll go down the timing here. 11th place will be Timothy Hammond. 12th will be Robert Richardson. He'll catch up here in a second. 13th will be Josh Clemens. 14th, Raul Meza. 15th, David Davis. 16th, Peyton Johnson. 17th will be Adam Lichty. 18th will be the 88 Machina, Anthony Harden. 19th will see Carson Woodward. 20th, Jeremiah Holt. 21st, Coy Miller. 22nd, he'll be alongside the 61 of Stephen Gregory. 23rd will be Jonathan Woodward. 24th, Matthew Cummings. 25th will be Jeffrey Johnson in the 33 machine. 26th, Trace Miller. 27th will be Joshua Suss. 28th, Tyler Goodwin in the 13. 29th will bring us Axel Smith Sr. in the 97. And 30th will bring us Keith Haney. 31st we'll see Robert Richards. 31st will be Buzzy Mongol to be 32nd. 33rd, Joshua Perkins. 34th, Josh Rodriguez. And rounding out the field will be 35th position, Steve Barnett. And Wesley, 140 laps in Kansas at night. We should be gripped up. We should see some great racing throughout the night here.
Yeah, we really should, man. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Millie's Restaurant and Catering 200. This track is 1.5 miles, like Chicagoland when we ran out on Monday night with the NASRA DSR Truck Series. The same now for the ARCA drivers. They'll be ready to work on the around the racetrack. As a matter of fact, they're going to have another couple of preliminary laps before we do get ready to turn them loose. Along with Michael McKinnon, I'm Wesley Outland, Bigglestein Hopton on production. And real quickly, let's take a look at the CRN stage information for tonight's race. And I'm understanding that we do have that. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, we just got a few bugaboos there, but we'll get a hit situated. We're going to have a competition caution at lap 50. And then we're going to take it to the end of lap 140, so it should be around 210 total miles this evening. But lap 50 will be competition caution. That will be it. And then take us to the end at lap 140. So newcomer Gene Wolfe, we saw him last week, Wesley, at Talladega. We haven't seen him before, but my goodness, he's showing a little strength right here, putting himself on the pole in that 44 machine.
And as you mentioned, there will not be any stages like we normally have. A mandatory caution will come at lap number 50. And then, of course, they will push their way to lap number 140. There it is. There's your stage information. A little technical difficulties on my back end, but we still are doing our best to be able to carry this thing to the finish. So nonetheless, whatever hiccups we got there at the beginning, hopefully we'll see a good race tonight. Hopefully these guys put on a great show here at Kansas like they did at Talladega last Wednesday night, Michael.
Yeah, thoroughly enjoyed last week. It was fantastic, and we're getting ready to go to green here. Track tempo is low, folks. This should be really gripped up right here, so all 3 lanes will be in play, and for the play-by-play, here's Wesley Outland.
Ready for the strap in as they come to the line. The Sunoco restart zone. Initial start. Green flag in the air, and we're underway here in Kansas. It should be a dandy of a good one with Wolfe, Morton, Williams, Broadfoot, Cofield. The first 5 hit the line. They're door to door, heading their way into turn number 2.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of guys using this bottom 1 and 2, and they'll migrate a little higher as the run goes. Not a lot of trouble spots on this track tonight. You see, this thing almost looks like mini Talladega right now. Nobody able to get away from each other. But this will be a trouble spot later, folks, right here off of 4. Cars will tighten up. That wall will come and get you in a hurry.
Here they come across the stripe. Put one lap on the board. Look at the high side. That's Mark Morton's car, the number 3. Now he's donning the black and gold Bass Pro colors of when Earnhardt drove that at the Winston. Down to the inside. Here comes Wolf now to the bottom. He'll hold on to that spot. The 2-time winner works his way off 4 in the early going to the lead.
Yeah, I would see Trevor Williams once again up front. Always seems to be up front. Gets collected in something. Hopefully he's going to have a really good run. And then, of course, Jonathan Cofield, couple-time winner. Ew, and Wolf a little bit. Able to collect it. That's going to give Broadfoot a big run, and Cofield as well on the inside. We'll see if Cofield gives him a push. There you go.
Little scary moment there. Just a little second, but they did fix and get back going. And that'll let us keep on rocking and rolling. Green flag as they work their way already again off of turn number 4. We're 3 wide for just a moment. Down below the apron is Curtis Banks, the yellow 77 car. Drifted up in front of him is Cofield. And there it all goes on as they work back into the corner. Now, Wolf goes to the high side. Broadfoot on the bottom out of 2.
Back and forth we go. You can see a little bit tight there out of a couple guys. Been a snappy loose already, kind of surprising. Great battles toward the back right there. Cofield, Williams, the other Cofield, Chris Ellis starting to work his way in alongside Jeff Merck. All these guys starting to work their way to the front as we're getting ready to start lap 6.
Yeah, already working 6 laps completed so far. Well, actually 5 laps completed when they come to the line this time by. Look at them coming off the corner. Now they're back into the 1 and 2 area. Down that back straightaway. And it is right now Morton continuing to hold on to the top spot. Look at now Trevor Williams, the 99. Purple, black, yellow machine up on the high side, right behind the likes of Wolf, and now pulls up in front of Morton. Morton to the hot top, back to the bottom of the apron, Broadfoot to the inside. What a great battle in the opening 5 circuits at Kansas in 1.
Obviously Wolf, a little move again, but Cofield really helping Broadfoot here. Been getting some good pushes, getting some clean air when he needs it, but really pushing down these back straights, front straights, all the straights. He's been pushing like crazy. He's able to always get a run and get back to him, but he may have pushed Broadfoot right up there to second.
Jeff Merck, by the way, coming off for the win at Talladega last Wednesday night. And look at the 60. He has now worked his way into the top 5. Battle for the lead. Broadfoot on the bottom as he battles with Morton to the back straightaway.
And 22 looking strong tonight. Was fastest man in practice, I believe, or fastest man real early in qualifying. Good effort on both ends of the track. This bottom here, it does have the speed. We'll just have to wait and see what kind of degradation we get, Wesley. The tires will fall away at some point.
Question is when? Because you could probably push this about 35, 40 laps, do you think, Michael?
Oh, I think that'd be pretty easily, yeah. 50 laps, I think, on a tank is what we're hearing. So, yeah, they can take it all the way to that first caution, possibly. But the tires will probably start screaming about lap 20. That right front's not going to be happy. A lot of grip, but also a lot of abrasion in this track.
Remember, competition caution, lap number 50. As right now, these drivers work their way back across the stripe, heading back into turn number 1. Morton now in the lead. Mark Morton, already a winner this year, by the way. Won a couple of weeks ago at Pocono. And look at Mark, last week's winner, Talladega. Battles on the inside of the 2-time winner. Axel Smith, my apologies. Axel Smith now climbing into the top 10, and now the machine of Wolf under attack for that spot in 1.
Yeah, we see Peyton Johnson up 9, Axel Smith up 21, so he is pushing his car to the limit right now. We know the speed in Merck's car, and here comes Williams way up high. Ooh, trying to put a little move on Wolf, but hold her in there, boys. Here comes Peyton right up the middle.
Boy, oh boy. I was going to say, keep an eye on Gene Wolf as well, the 44. Up on the high side, and here comes Axel Smith. He's right there in the battle now as well. Ladies and gentlemen, top 5, 10 in. Morton, Merck, Broadfoot, Wolf, Johnson. We're just getting started here at Virtual Kansas Speedway.
You're listening to the CRN Community Radio Network. We now pause for station identification. This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN, 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.
Thanks for taking the time to join us on this Wednesday night. By the way, don't forget, tomorrow night is the NASRA Cops Truck Series IndyCar Special with the NASRA Clash from Auto Club Speedway. Michael McKinnon will be joining me in the booth for that one along with Cody Devers, and that should be a good one tomorrow night, Jacob. Michael, that should be a good one tomorrow night, boss.
Yeah, I'm real interested to see that with those low riding cars on all those bumps, several lanes. You know they're going to be gripped up. That's going to be a blast to watch as we see Broadfoot putting a little pressure, Merck putting a little pressure, Morton all the while being able to hold it out there. But, man, Broadfoot can really drive it into the corner.
Track conditions here tonight at Kansas, virtual Kansas, partly cloudy. Track tip around 80. All right, got a little hiccups there, guys. My apologies on that.
Yeah. That is all good. For anybody watching this great action out here, if you're wondering how the United States is doing in the World Cup,
they're winning.
They are up 1-0 starting second half.
Yes, sir. Beating Bosnia. I was watching the game before I had to come and call iRacing. So I was watching it. I mean, you know, I got it behind me. I'm watching it, but they're leading 1-0. Oh, and by the way, they're in the round of 32. It's the elimination rounds now, guys. So if they don't win, they don't advance. You're not going to the Sweet 16.
All right. Move for the lead out of Merck there, but big runoff for Morton. We'll see if Merck can hold him off on the inside right here. We know Merck's got the speed. Always does. Can he conserve the equipment? That is always the name of the game with Jeff. But he's going to be one of the fastest guys on the track. He's guaranteed. Wow. Ooh, Wolf in the wall.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
And we got a caution. The first one out. Oh, boy, Trevor Williams in trouble. 99, all tore up. Oh, man, this guy can just not seem to catch a break here, Michael.
No, I think he was right there where we saw Wolf touch the wall, probably stacked him up, and then here we go. This boy cannot catch a break.
Look at it on the replay.
The Wolf real loose.
That's Gene Wolf, and then we got a car bouncing off the wall, and then there it is, the contact between the 5 and the 00. Or the 69, I mean, that's Hammond. Oh, wow. Whoa, what a hit.
That almost looked like a little bit of the N-word there.
I think that's Buzzy Mongold that got a piece of it. Trevor Williams, Buzzy Mongold. Let's see what happened to Buzzy Mongold here. I think it was my buddy Buzzy. Look at this. No. Well, there's another car actually up top that got hit. Yeah, there's Buzzy collected again by Richards. But keep on with it. It wasn't Buzzy. It was another car. Oh, man. Whoever, wow, they plowed into the 99. But we're just trying to figure out who it was here. And we do got guys coming down pit road.
It stops early. Well, they do have 3 extra sets over the wall, so I can see this. But it's probably for fuel, just to make sure we don't have to worry about making that competition caution at 50.
I mean, me and you both thought they could probably go the distance. But I guess it's just to play safe, right?
Yeah. This
Top 5.
Don't have to worry about
Go ahead. No, you're exactly right. No, you're exactly right. I don't think they have to worry about conserving. Now they can go full send when we come back to green. Heading towards 18 laps completed. Top 5, Broadfoot, Meza, Richardson, Gregory, and Davis at Kansas in the ARCA Pultz Popper Series with NASRA. Back in a moment.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime is Florida Cabinet Distributors. With over 20 years in business and 39 years of woodmaking experience, they proudly serve Northeast Florida to Southeast Georgia, delivering custom woodwork that combines precision, beauty, and durability. Whether you're dreaming of a custom kitchen, bathroom vanity, fireplace and mantle, entertainment center, outdoor kitchen, or even a full library, we can build it at Florida Cabinet Distributors, exactly the way that you envision. Hey, no project is too big or too small. If it's made of wood, Florida Cabinet Distributors can make it. Call or text Steve today. Yes, they gave us his personal cell number, 904-874-3442. That's 904-874-3442 to book today. Florida Cabinet Distributors, craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime. Away, green flag as soon as we return from commercial break. Broadfoot up on the top side. He's got Gregory and Meza to deal with. Top three, pull away there. Black Listen working two.
Yeah, I don't think the top 5 guys pitted. Maybe top 6 with David Davis. You see Merck has already worked his way around that, but we see Robert Richardson up there sus. So a few guys not pitting. They're electing to stay on the little older shoes. Stretch it a little farther here, but I would expect Merck to be up there fairly quickly, Cofield, Johnson. But right now, Raul Meza once again showing out for the audience.
Raul Meza trying so hard to finally break through and find NASRA victory lane. The all-time starter of the series has yet to be able to find victory lane. Could it happen tonight? Right now, he works his way as a leader off the corner. Raul Meza, by the way, career start number 565 this evening. Battles with Gregory. Gregory up on the high side. That's the battle now for the lead. Stephen Gregory, already a one-time winner this year. He won in a short track at Iowa back in May.
And how about the 80 of Joshua Suss, getting himself up in the middle of this mix, bringing Peyton Johnson with him, Cofield, all these guys coming along on the bottom. And then once again, you know, like I said, we see Peyton Johnson working that middle line really well.
By the way, good luck to our buddy Joshua Suss because they have started pulling out the moving boxes in the moving van, and he will soon be moving from Kansas to Florida. He will be moving to Florida, so get ready to change his hometown information and more very soon as he will be heading to the South U.S., leaving Kansas.
Going to have to change the wardrobe and all, moving all the way down to Florida, I believe.
I'm telling you, man, wow.
Gregory, great run on the high side that time, able to finally clear Meza.
Yellow flag is out.
Uh-oh.
Holding trouble, caution out again. 74. Solo spin, it looks like.
Yeah, we'll get a look at it.
It's the 74, a little contact off the 5 there, Michael, and that's what sent him around. That's Robert Richardson, who he bounced off of.
Yep. Richardson lit just barely a touch, possibly, but you know this seam coming out of that corner, it can bite you. I mean, there's no question about it. You get down here, you think you're good, and about the time you go to throttle up, you go around. I wouldn't. He just slid up, just a little loose, and around he goes.
Oh yeah. Luckily, a single car accident is the Splash Auto Spa 74. going around on his own. Caution out. That's Jeremiah's Holt Chevrolet. As caution out. There it is. Race recap so far as we're headed to the midway point of the first 50 laps before the competition caution. Remember, there is not stage racing in ARCA. There'll be a competition caution at lap number 50, but right now, 25 laps into it. It is Brandon Broadfoot, Stephen Gregory, Raul Meza, Jeff Merck, and Peyton Johnson right now, your top 5. Then you got Joshua Suss patiently back there in 6th. Jonathan Cofield, Robert Richardson, and Mark Morton along with David Davis, the top 10 at the moment at Kansas. Michael.
Now, there's a name we haven't called a lot yet, Wesley. David Davis. I'm kind of interested to see how he ends up this evening, and we are missing one of our main players. I do not see... Yeah, I don't see the 54. And we know Hunter is usually in these races, but I don't see Hunter Parsons tonight.
Yeah, where's Hunter Parsons at? Hunter Parsons, where are you? He did not show up tonight.
Just realized it. I don't know. It's kind of odd for me. I kind of expected him to be there. We see Adam Lichty's moved up a little bit. Haney's making his move. All these boys working their way to the front as we're going to work another lap under caution here. The lights will finally go out, I believe.
Here's a look at some of the biggest movers of the race so far. Up 21 is Joshua Suss. He's in 6th. Hey, by the way, coming into tonight's event after Talladega, Axel Smith is still the points leader. He, of course, has 2 wins on the season, along with Jonathan Cofield. But they're separated by 40 points back in 1st and 2nd. Robert Richardson, who had a little contact with Holt a moment ago in the 5, sits 3rd in the points. 65 back, 70 back is Anthony Hardin, and 76 back is Stephen Gregory in the top 5. Tyler Justice, Keith Haney, Jeff Merck, Buzzy Mongold, and Steve Barnett, top 10. There is a 3-way tie for 7th in the point standings there. Michael, we get ready for a restart.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's how close it is in the, just off of Smith and Cofield there. All these guys, all the strategies always mess with my mind, but they seem to work for some of these guys. Staying out, taking tires, taking fuel, whatever they decide to do. Right now, this is working out great for Broadfoot and all these guys that have not pitted yet. Oh, they should have plenty of fuel. I just don't know if they're going to have enough shoes to get it to the end.
Green's out. Green flag. Green flag.
Get away. Ready for racing. Green flag. By the way, I'm looking for 27 to 50 before the competition caution. And this race total remaining left is 113 to go. Back straightaway, Broadfoot, big bleed. Talladega winner last week. Now Gregory to the inside. Here comes Meza. He wants to join the battle as they work on 4.
Yeah, Meza looking strong, and I expect that lane. You see Merck running right there. That second lane is great. You can keep momentum. You're not flirting with the wall. I would expect that to become the dominant line before it's all said and done. And then as soon as I say that, he goes to the bottom for the shorter distance. So what do I know, Wesley?
Cool collected tonight for him. Right there in 2nd spot is right Broadfoot in front of him. Then you got Meza Gregory, they're side by side. Keep an eye on the yellow number 15 coming in the colors. That's Johnson. Peyton Johnson starting to now pop into view. All this going on now as they work their way to lap number 30 when they come to the line. Next time, it's leading them off to. Oh, we got trouble. Big crash. Hard into the outside wall. It is a big trouble. It is Johnson involved. It is Mark Morton involved. Richard scattered. So is also Richardson.
Yeah, Peyton, he got loose right in the middle of the corner. Now, you got big players here, Morton and Richardson. I mean, right up there in the points, 3rd place points guy sitting there backwards.
It had to have been a bad bump draft going wrong because I just turned and looked at a glimpse, and the next thing you know, I'm just seeing a car dart hard into the wall.
Yeah, Peyton Johnson got loose, I believe, right in the middle of the corner. I saw him wiggle and then wiggle again. There's a wiggle. Yep, little touch with fit.
Oh, and he bounced off the 5 of Richardson, and he's up and over and in the air.
Oh, Josh Suss. Oh, my God. Somebody really
Morton bicycled up in the air. He bounced off of Barnett, Johnson again, the 19 of Newton, all these cars. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, you don't expect to see this on a mile and a half, but that was just, right after restart. We're bunched up. Little contact and around to go. But watch the 16 right here. We're going to be on board with the Hillbilly. But watch the 16. Kaboom.
Wow. By the way, the 19 was Perkins, not Newton. Adam Newton drives the 19, but he runs on the Monday Truck Series. And look at this. The one that went up in the air was Richardson. Richardson in the 5. And Morton. Morton got bicycled, but the one that flipped was the 5.
Yeah, we had a couple get airborne.
There's the contact. There's the shot. That's what I call. Then we saw the 80 of Suss up in the air. There's the 5 in the air. Coming back down, the Bass Pro Tracker Boats number 3 hard shot in the back from, I believe, the 16 car. Yeah, that was the Woodward. 16. Yeah, that's Woodward. Yeah, Carson Woodward. Oh, man, from another angle. Watch this again. Remember, the 5 had contact with a hold on the back straightaway a moment ago. 3rd in the point standings. This time he would not get away from it. Watch and listen. Wow.
Ooh-wee. Not driving that one away. We heard the engine expire. All these guys still piling in.
Yeah, Perkins and Johnson and Barnett and all them pile into him as well. We got cars on the pit lane. There is still damage being done. We'll step away. 3rd caution, Kansas tonight. Millie's Restaurant and Catering 200. NASRA, Pultz Poppers ARCA Series rolling on this Wednesday evening in July. We're back in a moment.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Are you ready?
For Murph's Magical Creations. Home to custom laser engraving and gifts. This veteran-owned and operated company engraves for all occasions. If you want one of Murph's Magical Creations, call the number on your screen or commission through either Instagram or via email. Murph's Magical Creations, made with love for you.
Green.
Literally just came back from the restart, and the green flag is back in the air. Trying to finish that final less than 15, over 15 laps actually, until the competition caution. We've had enough cautions, I think, Michael. Once again, Brandon Broadfoot, Double B, leads him on the back straightaway.
Yeah, here comes Merck to the inside, and you're absolutely right. We've had enough cautions, but the part of the cautions is the carnage. There's been some great cars taken out of this event so far. Just absolute carnage. Broadfoot able to roll it back around the outside.
Brandon Broadfoot, Duck Dynasty man, not tonight. Fix your camera, Brandon. By the way, he was telling me about a race that he's trying to put together in August. And Michael, he did ask me when we try to promote it for him to. There it is. I see him. He got something blocking his camera, I think. Or you got something blocking your camera. I see him.
Fiber. That's all right.
Brandon Broadfoot's going to be having an event. It's going to be called the Summer Showdown at Talladega. He asked me when we promote it for him. I told him we would, obviously. August the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. The Summer Showdown at Talladega. Get signed up and reach out to Brandon Broadfoot for that event. And Michael, I think you're working that event with me, buddy. I think we're working it together.
think I probably will be. I don't even know if I've been asked yet, but I probably will.
It's the Outcast Network. Do you work with Outcast, I think, for some races?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Then I guess that's what it will be.
Yep.
He had 2 cameras. Yep. Well, that'll be coming up in August, and I told Brandon that I would. Yeah, there it is. It's your fault. I told Brandon Broadfoot that I would promote him, so that'll be coming up in August. Millie's Restaurant and Catering 200 in. Right now, the long green flag stretch since the start is happening as we approach now 12 remaining. Broadfoot, there's your leader. There's the camera of the leader. He moves by lap traffic. That's Hillbilly Barnett going around down to the bottom of the apron as they got an arm with the leader. Missing in second as they go to 3. Couple of drivers, both from Chico, California, Michael, in first and second.
Yeah, I mean, these guys doing a great job. We know nobody's really took tires yet. But as the fuel load goes off, they still look real stable here. Got that. There's that number 7, David Davis. We don't call him often, but there he is. He's putting a little pressure on Merck right now.
Straight away, there goes Davis. David Davis in the RTA number 7 Chevrolet down to the bottom. Gonna give Mark a little visit. Whoa, Adam Lighty, will you go 3 wide? Yes, sir. How do you do? Can't block a ball.
Wow, Merck trying to take the air off all 3 lanes as it goes all the way to the apron from the top middle lane. Here comes Gregory. He's got a big head of steam on the top, which we know can be the dominant line here. But that's the issue right there. Leaving your paint job on the wall. That is a big issue at this track.
Tonight, the Braves beat the Cardinals. Team USA's in the lead. And then, they're at 1, but they got a red card. They got a red card down to 10 players. They did something to get a red card. Yeah, Team USA got a red card. Not a yellow card. They got a red card. Red card means somebody. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
You're all right.
Got all excited. Might be you and your Aussie in your barn there. Fix your satellites. We're closing in on under 10 to go. By the way, this is actually under 100 remaining now, Dean, Michael, and yeah.
I mean, Broadfoot's just driving away from everybody, you guys. I mean, I don't know what he's found in this machine, but he is consistently the fastest man on the track. Well, that was Merck.
That's a Merck. Lighty Davis, top 5. There you go. Look at that big wad of traffic right there in the back as well. And don't forget, tomorrow night, NASRA Cups Truck Series is back. Now on a new night, Thursday. Michael McKinnon, Cody Deemers, and myself, we invite you to join us. We will be Auto Club tomorrow night with Indy cars. The Dolores, the Indy cars.
That's
Got to be tomorrow night. I'm having it. It's going to be a ball, man. I'm loving it.
Yeah, I like that they changed it up a little bit. That's pretty cool before we spend a couple of weeks down at Daytona. But I enjoy the hell out of that.
Yeah, we'll have qualified night. Whoa, Mark loose. Open the door, Meza to the inside. Coming through Davis, and so is Lighty. Mark Morton just had one little slip there, and now Davis is going to try to bottle Meza for second. They'll get him to 4.
Raul doesn't want to hear anything. He's got the headphones off, and he is concentrating. At least he's not texting.
So now on the high side, man, he's got a different lane than I think the other guys here in Kansas working off the corner. Man, I'm going to tell you, I don't know who done the paint job on iRacing for Kansas's walls, but they need to fire that person, Michael. Do you see the ghetto-ass wall paint job of the safer barrier?
Well,
and the paint up against the wall?
That old green is ugly, you know, and it was hard to cover up, I guess. The thing used to be just solid green all the way around. I hated it. But, yeah, I do see the little janky paint job.
Look at that little paint walls, man. When they say they're going to mimic the real deal, they're doing it.
Rattle can paint, dude.
Straight away into turn 3. It's now Mark going after Meza, driver left on the inside. stride for stride as they come thundering down to the line. Here they come to the stride. Now Merck on the bottom. Mesa will follow. Adam Lighty will now continue to hold on to that spot, even though we got drop kick to 5th. He'll now try to power his way to go 3 wide. Merck loose. Adam Lighty. They save their cars. And now Adam Lighty free falls down the scoring line outside the top 10. The leaders hold it together in 3.
Fast man on the track is David Davis. This is going to be somebody to watch on these long runs. Merck going to have to gather it in, get some more gum, get to concentrating, Jeff. But David Davis has been the fastest man on the track. He's a 10th and a half faster than Broadfoot that time. And Jonathan Cofield, of course, he is starting to roll his way along with Keith Haney. These guys are starting to really come forward along with Davis.
But remember, in a couple of laps, they will be coming to that competition caution at lap number 50, which is fast approaching. Working across the line now in 2 more laps. Lap 48 now, Broadfoot in the lead. It's down Davis. Hold on. Wow. We got Adam Lighty going around, and it all started when Wolf hit the fence. Axel Smith was in the wall. Caution out, Adam Lighty, and this will probably be the competition caution also, Michael.
Yeah, that should do it. We see huge right side damage there for Adam Lighty. Take a look, see what happened here. Got Jeffrey Johnson on the inside. What do we got?
The 35 was loose. And
There it
remember
goes.
the lap before he got pushed out of line. And oh boy, Mongold got him. Him and Gregory there, Michael.
Yeah, Mongold got a piece. See someone else getting a little bit there. Couldn't quite tell the yellow machine. But yeah, he lost it on his own. That might have been Curtis Banks that got a piece of him as well.
I don't know, guys. If you want to rewind it again, it looked like Adam Lighty was right around the yellow car.
Yeah, he lost. He just lost it right in the middle here. Got a little loose.
Bounced off the 12 of Mongold. Watch this again. There's the 35. Sideways.
I think the 77.
There it is. I told you he got hit by another car, guys. There's Curtis Banks plowing into him.
I'm surprised they didn't get a meatball. I didn't see if it showed a meatball.
And I don't know if we can go back. I don't know if we can go back and show the replay production truck, but watch what I ain't worried about that. Go back and show what happened to Axel Smith, the 2-time winner of the year. Axel Smith, he literally bounced off the wall right before that happened, and what a save he made. For Axel Smith, obviously a 2-time winner this year. Watch it right here. Watch this right here. This is when it happened. No, it's on the same line. Watch.
Yeah, he's
And then the accident happened right then and there. See? 2, 3 times Smith bounced off the wall. If there was anybody happy to see a caution flag to back her down, it was Axel Smith just then in 97, Michael.
Oh, this is great for what's going to be the racing here. We're starting to see guys actually get that loose condition. So there is some degradation, and we're going to have a 80, say 85 lap run to the end. If they don't get a timely caution, these guys are going to be screaming for it. Plus, they're going to have to get fuel. So yeah, this is going to be great.
Yeah, well, let's bring in Brandon Davis. Let's bring in Brandon Broadfoot, actually. I meant to say Brandon Broadfoot. And we'll get him on here real quickly. Where the hell are you?
I don't know if he's got a team channel.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. I wish they quit putting numbers and actually just put what the name of their team is that they're in. He's all the way down at the bottom. Let's bring in Brandon Broadfoot. Brandon, it's the booth, buddy. What's going on, man?
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
I still got to call you. You're still supposed to call you later, my friend. So
I'm coming on the back straight. You better get it on with. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes, sir. Man, what a good, strong car right now, dude.
Yeah, this Penzo is fast, bad fast. We've held off Merck a few times, a couple of runs that he's gotten, but we were able to hold it off and fly away into the sunset, or into the darkness for a bit. Got that halfway break there. Now it's time to capitalize and get this bad boy in the victory lane for the first time this season.
Well, I don't have
Michael.
much for you, Brandon. You're looking real good, buddy. Just keep it up there. We'll get you back down where you need to be. You're getting ready for the restart here, but just good luck, buddy.
Thank you, sir. And if you guys want to bring me back up after, if we get another caution, I'm cool with that too.
I will, my friend, because I was going to let you also promote the Summer Showdown at Talladega. We've already started doing that, but I did want you to try to give out a little bit more details, my friend, to see if some of these NASRA guys will come in.
Yep, absolutely.
There you go. There's the thoughts of the driver of Brandon Broadfoot as we'll get ready to go back to racing. I put him all the way back in the boxes. He's got Jeff Merck to the inside. Oh, the battle is on. Good for these guys on camera. You know, it'd be cool as hell if we could actually have Jeff Merck and Brandon Broadfoot both on camera at the same time racing, but double box.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
See, Broadfoot was a little
Trying to make Dean outdo himself. Inside, there goes Dave. Well, David Davis, man.
Oh, Raul.
Hang on, Raw. I think I jinxed Brandon Broadfoot, y'all. He's free falling. He fell back to 7th on the restart, 8th on the restart. Damn it, Wesley talking to me.
He had a little four-wheel slide coming out of 4 on that first lap, lost all his momentum.
Oh, look out, eNASCAR. Look at the eNASCAR series. Yeah. Across the stripe, ready to carry this one to the finish in the Millie's Restaurant and Catering 200. As right now they'll come to the line, it will be 85 to go. This race will be 140 laps. Raul Meza had a little battle on the restart. Michael, is it just me, or does it seem like Meza struggles on the restart, and maybe even Broadfoot? But once they get about 3 laps up to speed, they start climbing back to the front again.
Yeah, it seems that way. We see Broadfoot, he's equalized himself and starting to reel these guys back in. Meza on these new tires going hard. Hopefully not too hard, as he's just following Cofield along there. Needs to get a little clean air on the nose would help, but showing some good speed, but that high line as we get longer. Oh, we got a yellow. Stephen Gregory.
61 up against the wall, lap number 57. Another Surf Pro caution out. Here's a look at a replay.
See what we got. Same thing. Then he got a little help.
Yeah, up against the safer barrier, not really anywhere to go. Scratched up the pretty lady on the number. And the caution out. All right, we bring back Brandon Broadfoot in the booth as we look at another replay again. They try to stick it 3 wide. Leading Gregory up on the high side. Richards behind him. Haney on the bottom. And maybe a little tap from Richards, but already Gregory was already loose. Slammed to the driver's side up against the outside safer barrier and putting us under the yellow flag. All right, let's bring back in Brandon. Brandon, now let's let you put on your promoter hat, my friend. Getting ready for a good one. I know you want to invite some of our NASRA brothers and sisters to race or tune in. The Summer Showdown at Talladega.
Yes, sir. We got that going on in August 21st through the 23rd. It's going to actually be a weekend deal this time compared to the last few events we've thrown. 21st will consist of just a lone qualifying 2 laps. It's kind of the same as I did last time, was set up a session for about 12 hours for people to go in there and lay their laps down. And then we'll base it off of the results from that for the 2 duels on Saturday, the 22nd. And that'll be around the noon time Eastern for the first one, and then 2 p.m. Eastern for the second. Those 2 can hold up to 50 drivers per duel, and then we'll have a 44 truck field in this Class C fixed which I should expect a lot of people to sign up for it because it's something everybody knows and understands. So it'll make the racing a lot more tighter and interesting and fun to watch. So, and then Sunday the 23rd, we'll kick it off with the big deal 188 laps at good old Talladega.
There you go.
$30 entry, and we'll have broadcast and race control taken care of.
And Michael McKinnon, I guess when I mentioned his name tonight, was a little bit surprised, but I guess he works with Outcast, so I guess I'll be the special announcer coming in to work with them. But we'll get all those details ironed out and worked out, my friend. Let's go back to the races. We got one to go. I'm noticing on the restart that your car falls back a couple of laps, then it starts to climb back up and get up to speed. Is that the way you want your car handled to be? Did you set the car to be up that way?
Yeah, we're on the tighter end on the start of the restart, so we want to get her loosened up a little bit so we can rotate in the corners a little bit better. But once we start, drafting other cars, we're able to pull back in. That last restart, Raul threw it 3 wide. I just wasn't going to force it, so I kind of backed off and let him go. But we were able to make a little bit of ground, got back up to, 4th, or 6th, one of those, 5th, 6th, I don't know. Now we're trying to chase this good old Murky up here, so we know we got a bad fast car to get by him, so we'll see what happens.
All right, buddy. Trap in restarts coming up. Brandon Broadfoot.
Green flag, green flag.
Yeah, I'm watching it. He just got really ticked off at the referee, and they just gave a yellow card to the coach of Bosnia. And by the way, Team USA is down a person. They got a red card. They're down to 10 players.
Yeah, and they just had a goal disallowed. Around goes Broadfoot. Around goes Broadfoot.
No, man. I ain't talking to Brandon no damn more. You're going to blame it on me. I ain't telling Brandon. He's shaking his head. Why is it on me? We were helping to promote his race. It's got nothing to do with me.
Nah, it's always the
Oh,
commentator.
boy. Always going to blame it on the damn announcer.
Let's see what happened with Brandon here.
Team USA just scored again on a penalty kick, and it's 2-0 with 10 players. Yes, Team USA scores.
That looked like maybe Raul got a little bit of Brandon, and Brandon got hit.
Yellow card, the red card, yellow card, the red card. And watch the yellow car going around. You're behind
He's
schedule,
so far
I
ahead
guess,
of me,
brother.
they still haven't
They
kicked
just
it yet.
they just scored a penalty kick, and they just scored it. It's 2-0 right now. I thought it was illegal. You can't do that, right? Is it? Look, Raul Meza, that was the Chico caution right there. A couple of Chico, California drivers going around. Oh, boy.
Yeah. Raul definitely came up, and then they got a little piece. Somebody else got a piece. Can't quite tell who that was.
Are you caught up now where they had the penalty kick and they scored, Michael?
I just finally saw it. Yeah, they just kicked it about 10 seconds.
It's 2-0. It was right after the referee had the referee penalized the coach of Bosnia with a yellow card. And then this is exactly what Team USA needed. They should have easily beat the brakes off of Bosnia. I'm just saying, look at the replay here. Oh my goodness.
Really
Oh, Meza, man.
Wow. Sorry, folks. We're all caught up in the World Cup for a second. We'll
Was
get it
this
all wound
after
back in.
Raul Meza? Was this after Raul Meza and
Yes.
Broadfoot had already crashed? He crashed again?
Yeah.
Oh, poor guy.
I think he went through the grass. Lost it through the grass, I believe.
Oh, Raul. Oh, Raul, my buddy. Raul. Oh, Raul. Raul, if you would just quit texting and driving, buddy, you're going to be okay. You know, you got to.
Oh,
Didn't
man.
have a head.
Damn, not the way I want to get interviewed, man. That sucks.
Dude, what's your take on what happened? And by the way, you can still be in this thing. Carson, it's not that badly damaged, is it?
Yeah, no, I'm pretty much done. I just hate it for the 22, man, and everybody else that
Oh, wow.
got caught up in it. But I'm pretty much done.
So you got into the back end of Broadfoot, and then you went to the apron, spun up, done some dirt tracking in the grass, and then you went right back up the track again Oh, wow. I think that did
Wow,
it
what a
right there.
hit.
If you would have just stayed on the grass, boss.
It just,
That was-
I felt like I was on a freaking skateboard, man. It just wasn't holding at all. And I knew I was going to hit someone, but yeah, sucks for the 22, man. I had a little run in with him earlier and for sure didn't want to get into him again.
Oh, listen, you will celebrate your 565th start for NASRA, the most all-time of anyone else. But, dude, just keep on digging. It's going to come eventually.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. I appreciate it for sure. It's fun racing with these guys, but for sure the last thing we want to do is make some moves like that. I just misjudged the 22. I saw him, going pretty fast on the outside, and I thought he was going to clear me, and I was just going to tuck in behind him, but just a second earlier.
Hey, Raul, you running IndyCar tomorrow night at Auto Club, man? You going to do that?
Nah, not tomorrow. Got a couple of things, but would have loved it.
There you go. Well, we'll see you whenever you return, my friend. Thanks for your time.
You got it. Thank you, guys.
There's
Take
the
care,
thoughts of Raul Meza. Raul is out,
Green, green,
or at
green.
least he's going to be many, many laps down as we go back to green.
Yeah, Merca back
Approaching the
to the
halfway
lead.
mark of the race also.
Axel putting a move on. David Davis there trying to take him on the bottom. See what Davis does. Here comes Cofield for the lead.
Down to the inside.
No, easy boy.
Cofield, look at the crossover on the, wow, baby. He went from the bottom all the way to the top. Now he's trying to hold off the lane. We might go 3 wide. Axel Smith, can he get down there and join the party? Not yet. Closing in on halfway here in Kansas as boy, the 7 of David Davis bouncing off the wall.
I think he felt like he got pinched by Axel. I'm not sure. It wasn't a bit of a pinch. He cleared himself right there, so I'm sure Davis not going to be real happy with that. How about Josh right there? I didn't even realize he's up 26 spots. Here comes Axel again on the back of Cofield. Davis back up to speed.
Jeff Burke now in front. He's trying to go double down, 2 for 2 after winning last week at Talladega. And the way he did it, Michael McKinnon, was phenomenal. He was literally, 16th on a restart in overtime? The time they got to the white flag, he was battling for the lead.
Yeah, it was crazy. He had the greatest push in the world from Axel Smith, and right through the field he came. I mean, it was a great finish last week. It was a great race overall last week. I talked about that for a couple of days. Yeah, Cofield doing a good job. Just keeps continually taking the air off. Oh no, Davis!
Oh, no. What a save, though, guys. He saved it from bouncing off the wall, making everybody check up behind him. One car, also, guys, the yellow and blue number 1 of Rodriguez with a save for him, too, Michael.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what that was. He just went right across the nose of Rodriguez.
Hey, stay in your lane.
We're getting used to seeing these Chaco Springs on the move.
We might be able to hear it. I don't know. I do hear whenever they say green flag or caution.
Where did the field go, fellas?
As long as they don't drop any offensive language, we should be okay, right? And we'll apologize if they do. And we are, for the first time ever on NASRA, broadcasting race control, driver communication at the same time. And you see Jeff Burke's face. Jeff, you got something to say about it?
Oh,
He said
Cofield
something.
did.
I saw his lips moving. That's all I can say. I saw his lips moving.
Cofield is just kind of in the sandwich of kind of what you'd want to call teammates right now. He's doing a wonderful job of trying to block the air to Smith. Now he'll move to the outside and see if he can get the momentum.
Mark, he's got Cofield, and they know each other very well. By the way, coming up on the 90th minute of the World Cup round of 32, Team USA is beating them 2-0. Oh, I've called plenty of soccer, my friend. 2-0 is the score. 2-0 as Bosnia is about to be eliminated unless something happens here. Kind of wonder how much time they're going to add on the clock as well. It's down to the inside. Here comes Cofield.
Might hurt him. Cofield's a racer's racer, boys.
Smith also, Michael. Axel Smith up high as we're just after halfway in the second half of this one here tonight at Kansas. They've added on 10 minutes overtime. Jeff Merck in the lead. Cofield second. Smith third. Look at this one now. How about Ellis as we got trouble? Gregory in trouble again in 61. Josh Clemens, David Davis.
I'm tired of having damn near heart attacks tonight.
Yeah, I was waiting for it.
Nice job, boys. Just nice job.
I think I can hear it. Yeah. Just making sure they don't drop any cuss words.
That one will be on 61.
And you heard race control.
61.
That was Cody Knott saying the caution will be on the 61. And notice that he didn't say 61 Stephen Gregory, right, Michael? You got to put that role on as announcer or official or race director. He doesn't call him by name, by friend. He says caution on the 61. And you know what? That's exactly the way I race direct. That's just the same way that NASCAR does it. You don't call it on 5 of Larson. You say the caution's on the 5. Caution on the 5. It is on the 61 of Stephen Gregory. Watch the replay here.
You make that?
Yeah, they met in the middle a little bit. Gregory trying to get set up for the corner.
Multiple cars caught up in it again.
They got 2 over the wall still. They're probably going to take one here. I don't see any tires.
First time ever listening to driver audio in the broadcast as far as in real time on race control. And right now, end of the line being given to Robert Richards. Axel Smith now being showed the new leader, Michael.
Yeah, with Merck pitting, that's going to bring him right up there.
Hey, Cody, can you move me up to Anthony and Tony Burleson?
One of the drivers requested to be moved.
Yeah. A lot of things in our ear, folks. Taking it all in.
That was all about.
Brandon Broadfoot is usually in channel 20. I think he wanted to go somewhere else as he wanted to have a word with Anthony Harden and Tony Burleson.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is the greatest move in the history of iRace broadcasting.
Hey, can you drag me wherever you're at?
Yeah.
I'm enjoying the communications. I am, as long as I keep it appropriate. But we'll just see how they act because they've already been told that this broadcast was live on the feed. So just try to watch your P's and Q's.
Joshua Perkins making his way up all the way here. Probably didn't pit, I'm assuming. Jeff Johnson. Well, if the penalty was on Gregory, he's not serving it.
Boy, it is getting physical between USA and Bosnia in the final 5 minutes. Wow. All right. Axel Smith ready to bring him back to green up on the high side. Take a listen to race control.
Green's out. Green flag. Green flag.
Pay our bills.
Gotta pay the light bill.
Blame that on Elon Musk. Underway. You know what? Blame it on the 2 people that climbed the Empire State Building Tower this afternoon. Did they even get arrested? Michael, did you see that?
No, I didn't see what we're talking about.
This afternoon, like one time, a man and a woman, and supposedly they're like a very popular climbing couple. They got like a documentary and do videos on social media, and they got like a documentary on Netflix or something. But anyhow, they broke into the Empire State Building and went up to the top. And they got up on the top of the spire, which is like basically the antennas. And they got to the tippy top of it, man. They got to the tippy top of the Empire State Building, and then they had donned the flag, which was about power when love is more show than power, and power will overcome love or something like that. And anyhow, when they come back down on the platform, he proposed to her with her mask on and his mask on. Proposed to one another. Yeah, he asked her, will he marry her? And then they stopped covering it after that. They were like, well, we just hope you like wearing that wedding ring in the jail cell. You know, that that'll rock the people with the red ring on, you know. So
yeah, that's called trespassing right there. That's one thing you never have to worry about. I won't climb on the top of my house and take a video, let alone the top of the Empire State Building.
It's at least side of the building, but you can go to the top of the tower. So, but supposedly these guys are like this guy and girl couple. They do this for a living. You climbed the top of the Eiffel Tower. They've climbed all sorts of stuff. So I bet they got their bail money ready. They knew what they were doing.
I'm sure they made enough revenue to cover the bail. As we see Axel out front, Merck. How about Joshua Perkins? We haven't called him all night. Haney's coming into view here, everybody.
Here comes Merck. Merck on the bottom. Powers along with Smith up top.
Yeah, I think Axel got a little bit of wall there. That thing will just Velcro your ass right to it.
He said Velcro your ass right to it.
That's what it will do. Haney.
Move. I mean, he might be trying to save a little bit of fuel, but I mean, he's still got over a full tank. I don't know if I would really do that.
Well, you can't go flat here, super long into the run.
Yeah, I think Axel Smith thinks we're going to get another caution.
Hold on, boys. I just heard a boom in the house. I got to go look.
Uh-oh. That misses are okay, Miss Sandy, as we go back to the line across the stripe. Jeff Merck in the lead. Smith now trying to reel in Merck. He might be on 35 laps fuel more than Merck. He is still showing his strengths right now. now it's 2-0. Closing in on under 2 minutes left to go.
I want to check your underwear after this race.
Everything okay, Michael? Oh, that's race control. That was race control.
Right.
I'm kind of excited for the audio, but I just don't know what you're going to get. It's, you know, it's like, you know, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get, you know.
All right, we're good, boys.
Everything all right?
Yeah, it's all. Yeah, everything was all right.
Okay, my friend. Heading towards lap number 90. Closing in on 50 to go. ARCA tonight in Kansas. And look at Mark. And by the way, it's a final, guys. It's a final. U.S. will play Belgium in the round of 16 Monday night in Seattle. So Team USA in the FIFA World Cup 2026 round of 32. Team USA beats Bosnia 2-0 final, even with a red card. Playing the final 30 minutes, Michael McKinnon and Dean Hopton, one player short. They still beat them 2-0.
Yeah, their energy level much higher than what we saw out of Bosnia. From what I saw while I was watching before the race, they just outworked them.
Loving it. I mean, they'll play Monday, so they have to have a week so they'll play. They got to play 3 days, so they might play. No, they'll play July 4th. They play on Monday. So they play tonight, which is Wednesday, and then they'll play again on Monday. So that's what, 4 days from now? I don't know, yeah. Well, good for Team Australia. I will. Yeah. I mean, I wasn't for you guys whenever we played you in the opener round, you know. Y'all got beat, man. I mean, I think it was 3-1, I think is what it was, or 4-1. Nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, getting a lap number 91.
Well, but where did Hammer Time come from?
He gave everybody something and then he take it away.
Tire degradation starting to get to Axel a little bit. It looks like Haney needs to leave
I
around.
think it is. Yes, sir. Boy, he's looking tired, isn't he?
He's got that extra
Axel
set.
Smith. By the way, Dr. Perkins, 34. Jeffrey Johnson, 42. 43 now.
And look back in 6th. Brandon Broadfoot is working his way back to 6th.
Caution! That's what they were thinking, and they got it. Brandon Broadfoot in trouble.
No,
Is
it
it
wasn't
22
Broadfoot.
in the wall?
No. Robert Richards
Oh.
saw the yellow. I don't think that one's going to come back from it.
Yeah, he just had a fallout, literally.
That'll be on the 48 self-spin.
That will be on the 48 self-spin. You just heard it from Cody, not. Yep, Cody Knott said that'll be on the 48 self-spin, Michael. There it is.
Yeah, there it was. Got a piece of Gregory, too. I don't think it'll bother Gregory too bad. Let's hope. That was a ton of damage for a self-spin.
Yes, it was.
Well, for sure, if I'm Axel, I'm
I think they're all coming in, Michael. Don't you? I think they're all coming in. Merck, all of them. Wow, Merck and Blum. Wow. Merck
Yeah,
and
Merck and
Haney
Haney.
didn't pit, but the other guys did. Wow.
And then, like I said, Axel's going to have an extra set. We got a few guys going to have an extra set if these guys here take tires. I'm not sure who will take tires, who'll take fuel, but all this strategy, this is what always blows my mind, you know. You think you got something, and you see who did what. He's either speeding or Tyler Goodwin needs to go. Or is that Tyler Goodwin? Yeah, I think so. He needs to go a little bit.
I will not. Every time I do, they crash, and then I get blamed. My fault. Not doing it. Sorry, you do it.
Yeah. We do seem to curse everyone that comes rolling in here.
Let's bring in Jeff Burke. Remember, Jeff's not afraid. Jeff's not afraid. He's the one that busted out laughing whenever they said we were recording audio. So is it? Let's see if he's not recorded audio, but we're broadcasting Race Control live, and Jeff Burke as well. And I saw Jeff Burke bust out laughing. You don't know what you're gonna get. It's like a box of chocolates, ain't it, Jeff?
That's right. That was like a box of chocolates.
Oh boy, how's Kansas going for you? We're getting ready for a restart.
Yeah, we're gonna find out here shortly. I need another caution. I thought I was coin flip between going down taking fuel. Definitely couldn't take tires there. I only got one set left, so we'll see what happens. Super loose when somebody's right on your butt.
Did you not pit? Did you not pit?
Say again?
Why did you not pit?
No, I did not pit that time, no.
Right. Why did you not pit?
Well, yeah, I could have went down and took just fuel, but I thought everybody behind me was going to stay out too. Keith stayed out, everybody behind us pit. That's just kind of the curse of being the leader. If you pit, everybody stays out. If you stay out, everybody pits. So that's the old adage.
Got anything, Michael, for our buddy Jeff?
No, I'm good. We're too close to the restart here. Let's let these boys get at it.
By the way, Jeff, you crashed. It's Dean's fault.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Dean wanted to bring me up, huh?
He did. He did.
Okay, I see how it is.
Bring you back in your box in Channel 7. Get back to racing.
All right, man. We'll see you.
I'm just crossing my fingers, hoping that he don't crash on the restart, Michael. Back on our way.
Yeah, I was surprised. Most of these guys just took fuel up here at the front, so they're all trying to save that last set of tires. Axel does, I believe, have new tires, I think. So we'll see here in a second if he does. He should be rolling to the front if he does. Yep, he took 4. Okay, so he's going to be rolling 4 here.
Australia will play Spain tomorrow, I guess. Tomorrow. Yes, it is. I'm looking at the round of 32 bracket right now.
No, keep hold of it, buddy.
That's Austria. That's Austria.
That's right. Haney's fast. He'll come back in. Axel's got the new freshies. Axel's got the freshies. He'll be able to hold the bottom for a few laps here. He should be able to take the momentum. No, we got to go.
Out. Caution's out. Trouble on the Speedway. By the way, Dean, you play Egypt. Joshua Perkins goes around to the Menards 19. Yellow flag. Hey, that's on Friday. Friday you play Egypt. Walk like an Egyptian.
Oh my gosh. We get another self spin. What we got here? Yep. Everybody's starting to get a little loose on these old ones. Yep.
I think he waits for you to show it and then he makes a decision.
And
Collected a 14
19,
right there.
19 was pretty sideways and then got tagged by the 14. Helped him finish his spin.
So it sounds like the caution's on the 19 and the 14. Watch a replay.
Easy,
Caution on the 19 and the 14. Watch the replay.
Yeah, he got loose in front, got his help around.
Now, by the way, you got to remember the 19 and the 14. That's what he said. That's what the caution was on, the 19 and the 14. So you got to remember, too, Michael, and you've done this as well. when they're making these decisions, real life or virtual, they got split seconds to decide what the outcome's going to be.
Well, that's absolutely right. And then my last time I did it, the computer was messed up. I couldn't see half the field. I mean, you're just hoping everything works out. You can find them quickly. If you use iRace controls, it's easy to find them as long as it will render on your computer. You know, the real world, you can look right on the TV screen. That's what we're hoping to do here. But sometimes, you know, you don't get the correct angle. But that was a pretty easy call there, at least.
Right now, top 5 finds Jeff Merck, Keith Haney, Axel Smith, Jeremiah Holt, and Jonathan Cofield. As right now we are in the top 5. Quick break. We are back at Kansas. Jeff Merck trying to go 2 weeks in a row here in the ARCA series.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Are you ready?
For Murph's Magical Creations. Home to custom laser engraving and gifts. This veteran-owned and operated company engraves for all occasions. If you want one of Murph's Magical Creations, call the number on your screen or commission through either Instagram or via email. Murph's Magical Creations, made with love for you.
Back here at Kansas, we're getting ready for a restart. Thanks for those that are joining us, of course, on the NASRA 360 Racing Network. If you are listening on CRN, we'll be ready for a restart in 20 seconds.
T-Radio Network, WCRN. 87.9 FM, Clayton, Connor, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.
Green flag flies, just under 35 laps to go. Michael McKinnon, it's the Mark Show. Treaded in murky waters is Haney as he works into turn number 2.
Yes, sir. Here comes Axel Smith. Those 4 fresh tires. If we get a long run right here, might be able to run away with this, but they're still hoping for a caution, a couple of these guys up in front. As we see a few guys that's been in that incidents, because see Josh Rodriguez on the high side, here he comes. Rockwood's still holding in the top 10, so a few of these guys having long nights, but making some good points out of all this.
Berg. Now Axel Smith back there in the number 2 position. All this going on, Keith Haney. Let's watch the one of Josh Rodriguez. Quiet night for him, though, Michael. Had a couple of scares early where he about bounced off another car in the safer barrier. He's now worked his way to the top 5 as they work back at quarter number 1.
Yeah, but just speaking of him, he's found a little something. I don't know if it's new tires or simply a new lane, but he's showing some real good speed here. As Cofield, oh boy, there we go. He thought about putting the block on, but did not. And then here comes Rodriguez rolling this high side.
Rodriguez on the inside, now trying to make a run to the bottom. Inside, Rodriguez clearing by Haney. What a burst of momentum.
I think Axel knows he needs to get going because Rodriguez is wearing them new shoes out. It has to be new shoes. He's almost 2/10 faster every time. We're going to pinch him down, try to hold him there. Oh. Yeah, I think he thought Merck was going around and then whipped it a little too hard to the left there, but no harm, no foul.
Really loose. Cofield opens the door now to the third Rock Racing entry of Heaney. Heaney's got his red dogs on and he's ready to not walk tonight.
Yeah, they're looking very good tonight. Still on the 18-lap older shoes and are able to hold top 5 right now. We saw Jeremiah Holt in an incident earlier. Here he comes again.
Ooh, that dress so scandalous. It was a Michael, I understand you had a great benefit for Cindy over the weekend, right?
We
Sunday,
did.
I believe it was. Yeah.
Yes, we did real well. I couldn't appreciate the people around the small community here more. It was fantastic. Raised us some money and some things to get us through for a little while as we're starting to get things sorted out with the state. So yeah, it was fantastic. You can't say enough about small communities.
All coming together. Somebody in need, for sure.
Yeah, we all do it every time.
Look at this. Rodriguez inside, battles along. That's Miller up top, the black and yellow car. And while that goes on, how about Holt? Jeremiah Holt has somehow, Michael McKinnon, found his way back into the top 5 even after crashing, spinning earlier.
Yeah, we've seen him around. We've seen Rodriguez around. It's crazy. These cars are tough. They take a beating, but you'd think with the Aero they wouldn't have the speed they have, but they certainly do. As JJ looks like he's putting him on Miller as well.
Sound like we heard something from race control. We're trying to find out what he was saying. By the way, Millie's Restaurant and Catering is located just down the road from the Daytona International Speedway. And man, I'm telling you, Michael, if you ever get a chance to go down to Daytona Beach, I've been there myself a couple of times when I'm down there. It is an awesome place to eat at. Right off the dock of the pier. Seafood, chicken wings. You know, if you just want chicken tenders, they got that, but they got good seafood, obviously. Barbecue was very popular there as well. You think of it, they got it. And we want to say thank you to Millie's Restaurant and Catering out of Daytona Beach, Florida. Michael, I think they've been a part of NASRA for at least 3 years now, being a sponsor.
Yeah, at least 3, possibly 4. Oh, Trace, a little loose there, hang in there. But no, I've heard nothing but good things. Never been there myself, but they've been part of the NASRA family for a long time now.
If you ever get the chance, man, go and check it out. I didn't know you. I didn't know you then. I didn't know you did.
Cofield's starting to heat up Merck a little bit. Axel's starting to pull away from Merck a little bit. Rodriguez, Haney going at it.
Merck now trying to set his sights on the leader, Smith, but Cofield going after Merck. And they got history.
Yeah, Merck's going to have to pit. Haney's going to have to pit. They're not going to make it on fuel, I don't believe. Either way, so they're praying for yellow right now. And if it comes, they still got plenty of time to work their way all the way from the back.
And by the way, don't forget, tomorrow night, join the NASRA Clubs Truck Series for the NASRA Clash IndyCar Special from Auto Club Speedway. Coverage begins at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 Central tomorrow night as we kick off the Clash and then Speed Weeks for Daytona, as we always do for NASRA in the Premier Series where it all started. Now, Thursday night instead of Friday, it's like SmackDown, Michael. We went from Thursday night SmackDown to Friday night SmackDown. We went from Friday night trucks to now Thursday night trucks.
Yeah, I told you I'm excited about it. It gets you away from the real truck series, and maybe you can get a few more viewers coming in there. Guys don't have to miss, watching the sport. The love is Rodriguez starting to really heat up Merck here. He needs to get him cleared before these tires start to equalize a little bit. If he can get past him, Haney, big run inside. If he can get past him, maybe he can put a little pressure on Smith.
There's been so much conversation of moving the day, and I know some people are against it, some are for it. I know they're trying to get away from the Friday night because I guess it's come to the point now after how long have they been doing it? Since 2020, I guess.
Yeah,
they made the decision they just want to get away from that Friday night, and people want to do stuff on the weekend, or they already got plans. I'm not available to announce on Friday nights because I have real announcer obligations as well as other things I do during the week. And Michael, I know that's what they're trying to get away from. So now you've got Monday through Thursday, bi-weekly with the NASRA Prosper Engineering Endurance Series. And remember, that next race will be at Laguna Seca next Tuesday night. Don't forget, next Monday night, we're at Rockingham for the NASRA DSR Electric Truck Series. Monday night, Tuesday night, Laguna Seca. Next Wednesday night, for tonight's race at Kansas. I'm trying to remember correctly. I'm going to see if I'm looking at my schedule because
I think it's Rockingham for these guys.
Yeah, I believe it's Rockingham next Wednesday night. Yeah, we're going to the Rock. And then next Thursday, it's qualifying night at Daytona. So, yeah. So I've already got your schedule ahead for next week.
Yeah, I'm all scheduled up, even on Friday night. Trying to get my craft a little better.
There you go.
Oh, Ellis. Able to collect the back up. Everybody gets around. That's good. This late in the race, not good for Merck and these boys right now for the win. But what a job he is doing on these older shoes, holding off Rodriguez. And we appreciate Shane Scott being out there. Good racing tonight, he said, and I'm going to agree with you, Shane. It's been really good. We had a little too many cautions at the beginning, but really good racing.
Hero. He's watching his hero, Jeff Merck.
Yeah, it is the #1 Merck fan. I forgot about that. Sorry we feel a little disconnected at points, but we had to watch the USA move forward. We had to do a lot of stuff tonight. Keith Haney died.
By the way, NASCAR back at Chicagoland. We were at Chicagoland on Monday. The NASCAR World will be back at Chicago this Sunday night, man. It'll be a night race. It's going to be a night race.
Ooh, John. Now that's about 5 hours.
St. Louis, Worldwide Technology Raceways around the neck of the woods for Mr. Michael McKinnon.
Yeah, Worldwide Technology is about 60 miles away, and Chicago's about 4.5 hours.
Yeah. If you're a dedicated race fan, you are. Come on, Michael. Tell him. Come on, Dean. Well, I know that, but I'm just saying.
This track here is closer to me than Chicago. We have attended this track a couple times. It's a good track to go watch a race at. It's loud though because it's in that bowl.
I'll never forget that time, Michael, that I was. Speaking of ARCA, I was at Kansas Speedway. I want to say it was 2-3 years ago, and they had a damn tornado warning at Kansas Speedway during ARCA, the ARCA race, practice testing or whatever. And I'm in the media center, and the next thing I know, we get this thing, and it just says, you find shelter, you're under a tornado warning. There's been 2 times in my life I've been at a racetrack, and that happened to me. One time was at Daytona International Speedway during the Daytona 500 in 2012 or 2013. No, 2014, the one that Dale Jr. won, actually. And we were in the press box, and we saw literally a tornado go down the back stretch across from the other side of the airport. This is in February. February during Speed Weeks in Daytona at the Daytona 500. And literally, that was the race that Dale Earnhardt Jr. won his final 500 in 2014. The other time was in 2021. I think it's 2021. It was right after COVID. It was on a Friday. Here, race control telling somebody to stay off the wall. Yeah. But we were in Kansas, Michael, and obviously anybody that knows Kansas knows that's tornado country in the heartland of the Midwest. And there was a tornado, and man, I'm gonna tell you, I was scared. I'm not gonna lie to you, because you're in the middle of a media center and it's all glass all around you. Like, I mean, it was like I felt like I was gonna relive the moment from Twister when the glass shattered everywhere with everybody down in the garage.
Oh, absolutely, and I'm surprised these guys haven't shattered some glass right now. What racing for second, third, fourth, and fifth? Just incredible. These guys have been putting pressure on Merck the whole time. But no, the tornado warnings, I was under one, I think, the entire month of April and probably half of May. We've had quite the thunderstorm season.
Me ever heard that song by Joe DiMessina? You're not in Kansas anymore. But Toto's running away too. It's a twister. It's a twister, Eddie M. It's a twister.
Yeah, we didn't get a twist. We had 95-mile-an-hour straight line winds, though, that topped out a bunch of trees.
This is
no.
3-1. And
Yellow with 10 to go.
Caution. Saved by the caution because people are running out of fuel.
Tim Hammond. People are running out of fuel. They're running out of time. Now this is going to give Merck and Haney a lifeline.
Another late race caution, everybody, as we are approaching the end of this one here.
69 and 12.
69 and 12. Hammond and Mongold calls for the caution. And 10 remaining here at Kansas.
Yeah, I'm going to disagree with that call. Watch the 13 get loose, 69 checks up, and then Buzzy gets it.
Here in the race communication as well. I want to say the 13 got sideways and the 69 and the 12 made contact. If anybody I want to blame the 13.
Yeah, the 13 loose and Hammond was just checking up, and then they came together. So I'll disagree with the Cody Knott call on that one. In lieu of being fired.
I have to disagree with it. I'm sorry. I just don't. Me and him have to, Tyler Goodwin, was the cause of the caution. So, anyhow, people are pitting. Hey, do y'all see Joshua Suss's car? Can we show Joshua Suss's car real quick? Do you see how cocked sideways he is on pit road?
45-degree angle in the pit.
Yeah, look at this. Look at this guy. Suss is in 31st. He's in 31st. He's on pit road. Look at that. Look. And the damn engine's still on. You're out. Cut your engine off.
Got some good coolant. He just drove her in there and headed for the hotel. Well, what are you thinking here, Wesley? I guess Gene Wolfe, the pole sitter, he's right back up here to the front. Axel, I think everyone, look, if we need to put the graphic up, I can't exactly tell my scoring, who got tires, who did not. I'm imagining everybody that had them took. There you go. Everybody's equal except for Gene. Gene might be a sitting duck here.
Everybody's even Steven except for Gene Wolfe. He took fuel only. I think Wolf Racing believes that there's going to be another plethora of cautions.
Maybe he's feeling there'll be another one in the next 7 laps. We'll just have to wait to see here.
Will we see another yellow flag? Cautions breed cautions.
We might see wheels standing with one right here.
Yes, sir. Keep an eye on this one. By the way, don't forget tomorrow night, IndyCar NASRA Clash for the NASRA Cops Truck Series now on Thursday night. And then, of course, from there on, they will go down to Daytona. We'll have qualifying night. Then we'll have the duels, followed by the big races. And Michael, myself, Cody Deemers, we're looking forward to it. Brady LaBeouf, Cody Knott, TJ Moore, they invite you and yours. Come on out and join us. Get signed up if you haven't. at NorthAmericanSimRacingAssociation.com. And very soon, NASRA, Monday through Thursday, beginning tomorrow, back to green. Here with 7 to go. Kansas,
Now, Wolf's got a good start, but he's going to have to protect the inside from Merck here. Merck's going to dive it in there, and you know he's going to, but I don't think he can hold it down there to do it because Rodriguez pressing the issue on the inside. Rewind.
It's Wolf, Smith on the top, Axel Smith and Mark Bang fenders.
Oh, we're door banging.
They slide 3 wide as they work to the line and 6 to go.
Rodriguez.
Smith is sideways. Rodriguez in the duel. Boy, here comes Tony the Tiger.
Wolf in the wall. Here comes Cofield. Axel on the wall again.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, Merck and Axel door banging, and Josh Rodriguez says, thank you very much. Run for your life, Josh.
Better do something.
He's got to get the air off the nose of Axel, or Axel's going to pull him inside here. Oh, into the wall.
Sorry, Jonathan. Woodward.
Look at Cofield inside, got a run up top, Rodriguez, and here comes Merck. They said no caution, we're good. We race on to the inside out of 4. Rodriguez drops below the apron, we got big trouble. Crunch in the tri-oval.
No yellow. There it is.
Caution's out. And it is Stephen Gregory again in 61 and others. Matthew Cummins also involved from the 14.
See what we get here. That just might happen up ahead of this. Yeah, there you go. Look like Goodwin
Tyler
got into
Goodwin.
Ellis.
Yeah.
That gets Gene Wolf. Gregory spinning to the inside. But yeah, it looked like Goodwin got into Ellis.
Goodwin's in that pink 13 right there.
13. He sees Ellis, but trying to stay off of Wolf.
Oh, he hit the right rear. Yeah, he tapped him in the right rear. Then the 44, Mr. Gene Wolf, nowhere to go. And you see the difference of how good your car is, Michael, as Ellis and now the 14 Cummins slammed the wall. What a tough break, though, for the driver of Gene Wolf. Up in front in another world. Now in the back, he's in the snake's patch, as my good friend Mr. Jimmy Spencer would always say.
Absolutely. It's always a hornet's nest back here, or whatever you want to call it. And that's it. He saw Ellis coming to the inside, tried to move back up, almost got Wolf, pulled back down, and just barely got a piece of the rear end there, a little right hook. Hey, okay, and we'll re-rack, restack, and get to overtime, Wesley.
We'll go to overtime. Race control has... I ain't paying for the damn hot dogs.
I got that.
You better tune into the hot dog eating contest, the Nathan's hot dog eating contest on this Saturday, actually. By the way, everybody has a great 4th of July.
13 came down, clip 32.
So you finally heard the results there. The 13 come down and hit the 32, so the caution on Tyler Goodwin. And Michael, we now get ready for overtime racing here coming up, my friend.
Yeah, we're going to re-rack them, restack them, see who can get a push, who can get away. I thought Josh had a good opportunity, but he left the bottom open on these new shoes. I know he wanted to keep the momentum high. He should have tried to maybe close the door on Axel, but he's got another shot right here. He's going to have Cofield behind him unless they choose. Okay. He's going to choose the outside, so he'll have Cofield, and Mark will be pushing Rodriguez.
He sure is. Unlimited attempts at overtime. Remember that. Unlimited attempts at overtime. They've got to take the Darren's Detail and Shine one to go. If they do not, We re-rack them, restack them, and go again.
Field looked awful small, Wesley, for having 37 machines. Kind of whittled it down with all this carnage.
Rockingham next Wednesday night. Yeah, I agree with you in the chat box, Dalton Shear. I hope we don't have a wreck fest with the Indy cars like we had for NASRA's DSR Series clash when we were at the iRacing Super Speedway with Indy cars. And I think hopefully Auto Club will be different. We'll see. That'll be tomorrow night. Make sure you plan to join us. Michael, you ever called IndyCar up in Will Racing before?
I have not called it, but I've ran a few of them.
There you go. About to get that cherry pop tomorrow night.
Yes,
all
sir.
Right. Overtime coming up with Smith and Rodriguez. Side by side of the Sunoco restart zone. We are back underway.
He's started out of Rodriguez. He was trying to guess it out, but he's going to get left for dead here as Cofield should be able to slide down in front. Merck not quite able to clear. I thought Jeff would be able to clear, not able to do it. Going to try him on the high side here in a minute.
Looking high, looking low. Cofield playing peekaboo down to the bottom of Wolf. Two-time winner, points leader, working now off 3 and 4. Smith up high. Rodriguez, where does he go? He'll go with Smith across the line. One flat, one to go. Race is official, presented by Darren's Detail and Shine. Who will it be? Rodriguez. Will he go up against the same barrier? He will. Contact. So Smith spinning on the apron. They race to the finish. Rodriguez in front. Hold down in second. He's had problems all night. He bounces back. Bradford up to third. Crashing behind them to the third flag. And it is going to be Josh Rodriguez winning a wild finish in overtime at Kansas.
Hey, good job, Jeffrey.
Yeah, that was a hell of a finish, Wesley.
Andy, that was fun, man.
I mean, Broadfoot was rolling the high side the same way Rodriguez was, and then he did the Carl Edwards. I'm throwing it all the way in there, and it almost cost him that third place, but he's able to hold on.
Josh Rodriguez is finally a winner in the NASRA Pultz Poppers ARCA Series.
Broadfoot.
And let the celebration begin. Brandon Broadfoot got a reason to celebrate. He put it all the way back to third. Crashing at the finish. What a celebration, man. Yes, sir.
A few upset drivers there, but to me, that's just going as hard as you can. He sent it, bounced it off the wall. Hell of a finish, boys.
I don't see anything wrong with the way that race just took and finished out. Josh Rodriguez, ladies and gentlemen, is now a first-time winner in the ARCA Series. And if I'm looking at all my stats correctly, I believe he's actually a first-time winner of NASRA as well. Look at this coming up post-race as Rodriguez, Holton, Broadfoot celebrate. Jeffrey Johnson, Timothy Hammond, top 5. Burleson, Haney, Goodwin, even crash coming to the line. Trace Miller, Anthony Hardin, a solid finish, and they're in the top 10 of this one.
Yeah, and the ones that got hurt at that last, out of turn 2, Cofield ended up 11th. Mongold rolled his way through to 12th. Merck 13th. Boy Miller 14th. Jonathan Woodward able to come in 15th. Gene Wolfe stayed on them old shoes, able to hold it to 16th. Axel Smith ends up 17th. Stephen Gregory 18th. Matthew Cummins 19th. And Chris Ellis rounds out the top 20.
Joshua Perkins, 21st, followed by David Davis. He was strong up there at one time or another in the race. He'll end up top 25. Josh Clemens, Robert Richards, and Raw Meza as well. Adam Leidy, Curtis Banks, the Mullet Man, Steve Barnett, Mark Morton, and Carson Woodward, all in the top 30. Then the rest of the finishing order will find Peyton Johnson, Robert Richardson, Joshua Suss, Mark Cofield, Trevor Williams of the 35 that raced tonight in the Millie's Restaurant and Catering 200 tonight here at Kansas. Michael, what do you think, man?
Well, we got a few people disagreeing in the chat, but I wouldn't be surprised by that. He hit the wall, sent it in hard, moved it down, but it ended up, a hell of a finish. But Broadfoot got me. He did the old Carl Edwards off 3 and 4, shot it as hard as he could, right front into the wall, all the way. But I enjoyed the race. A few too many cautions for my taste, but it made this strategy work for these guys.
Dean, can we rewind it just a little bit more? Go back down the back straightaway into turn number 2. Michael set it up for us here, okay? They're coming down to the line. This is the move that I think maybe some people are maybe questioning here. This is the setup coming to the white flag right here, right? They're coming to the line. They're coming to the Darren's Detail and Shine 1 to go. The yellow and blue car from Torrington. He had to make a choice. That's Rodriguez. He doesn't go with Cofield. He decides to hook up with Axel Smith. And then the chaos ensued even after bouncing off the wall. Take us to the driver and let's move with the white flag, Michael.
Well, right here, I mean, he saw the only hole he was probably going to get to see. He took it. There's no question. High line, probably just holding it pegged. Might be even knowing he might touch the wall, but just scrapes the wall here. Shoots him down the track, gets into Axel, gets into Cofield. You don't want to see that for anybody. I know people in the chat group upset. You don't want to see that. It does happen on occasion, but I was surprised he was able to keep his momentum enough. I thought Jeremiah Holt had that after he got into the wall, and then as Broadfoot come off the corner, he just sent the Carl Edwards all the way into the outside wall. Everyone chasing, but it ended up being an exciting finish to a pretty exciting race. There's some real good racing throughout that race.
Finishing, crashing there at the end as well. Jeff Merck, Goodwin from the flag stand shot. And Josh Rodriguez picking up the victory. We're taking a break, ladies and gentlemen. When we come back, Florida Cabinet Distributors post-race wrap-up, winner's circle. And we will talk to Rodriguez, Holt, and Broadfoot when we return.
Craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime is Florida Cabinet Distributors. With over 20 years in business and 39 years of woodmaking experience, they proudly serve Northeast Florida to Southeast Georgia, delivering custom woodwork that combines precision, beauty, and durability. Whether you're dreaming of a custom kitchen, bathroom vanity, fireplace and mantle, entertainment center, outdoor kitchen, or even a full library, we can build it at Florida Cabinet Distributors, exactly the way that you envision. Hey, no project is too big or too small. If it's made of wood, Florida Cabinet Distributors can make it. Call or text Steve today. Yes, they gave us his personal cell number, 904-874-3442. That's 904-874-3442 to book today. Florida Cabinet Distributors, craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime.
Welcome back to Kansas iRacing and the NASRA Pultz Popper ARCA Series. Don't forget we're at Rockingham at the Rock next Wednesday night. But right now we got to wrap things up here at Kansas. Michael McKinnon, Bigglestein Hopton on production. I'm Wesley Outland. Big thanks to everybody that joined us. And now we join Josh Rodriguez. They're great. Bouncing off the wall, staying out of trouble. He now becomes another first-time winner in the Pultz Popper ARCA Series. But for the world of NASRA, it is his third career win. The man out of Torrington. Congratulations, man. Josh, I know some people are a little questionable about the finish, but, man, when it's the last lap, you got to send it, right? You got to do whatever you can do to win. Congratulations.
Oh man, this track lends to some of the best racing in the world, period, hands down, no questions asked. I did pin it to coming off the coming through turns 1 and 2. The air actually started to pull my car up when Axel started to come up the track, because as the bottom car comes up, that the air tries to push the car up next to it up the track, and I was just trying to keep it off the wall while also keeping it to the throttle, because I know if I can if I can make it off the corner as straight as possible, I'm going to get the momentum off the corner, and just as it started to flatten out, the front started to catch grip, and I tried to steer it back straight as quick as I could. Axel was still just a little too close, and that unfortunately happened. But that's racing coming to the checkered flag. I mean, like that's all the room I had. I'm there, and as he's pulling up, it's making me tight, and as he's close to me, he's getting tight up into me as well. The 58's also tight on him, so that's just how racing goes. I've been on the other end of it before, and I've been upset because it happened, but we move forward. It's racing. It's what we do. We gave him a good show, and it was just that's how it is.
Yeah.
Well
Josh,
said, Michael.
Yeah, 100%. Josh, I was super impressed. I know you had a little bit newer tires, but I was super impressed how you were able to move through kind of that, a couple of sessions right before the end there. You were able to move your way back up after an incident early. Just a high line tonight, bud. It looked like you really had a handle on the high line, except for that last little corner, but I would have done the same thing. There was no lifting at that point.
Yeah, the high line was great to use as long as you weren't on the seam. The second you get onto the seam, or if you got caught dirty air the wrong way in front of you or right next to you, you just had to basically hold your car straight and try not to spin it out. Otherwise, once you're able to stay right on that groove, and at that point you could just pin it and hope it sticks all the way around the corner. The outside lane is the fastest way to go if you want to gain speed with momentum, but a lot of people, we were all using the bottom to try to keep our tires cool and without burning up the right rear, because that was the biggest problem all night tonight.
And what does it mean to win this one? I mean, I know you're a three-time winner now, former winner of the past, but is this one special tonight, Josh?
This one is, because the first two, of course, were drafting races, and those are always special to win. But this was the first time I actually won one on a track where it takes a lot of skill and a lot of patience, and also the fact that all year long I've had the speed to do this, to compete for the win, and I just fell short every time. And I just had a bad couple of weeks too. It was really wearing down on me. But all I know is that never give up is the biggest thing. Keep trying, keep grinding, and keep learning. Don't let the past try to tear you down. Just keep it up. This is honestly one of the most emotional wins I've had in this series, because I've been fighting so hard for this, and I'm just glad it finally happened.
Well, brother, before we let you go, man, please thank your sponsors, as obviously it is the driver of Hernan Joshua Rodriguez. Career start number 178, ends up with his now third win in NASRA, 28th top 5, and the 60th top 10 in his career after winning here at Kansas. Thank your sponsors, pal. Congrats.
Yes, I got to thank HendrickCars.com, also my friends over at Foreign Fuel Podcast. They've been my best friends. They've stuck it with me here. Also got to thank some of my teammates, Buzz Mongold, Carson Woodward, Jonathan Woodward, Tim Hammond. A lot of those guys that was there with me tonight, really helping me out. This was awesome. Thank you, guys.
He will now be the 7th winner this season in 9 races. The driver, of course, from Torrington, Joshua Rodriguez, wins the Millie's Restaurant and Catering 200 in overtime here at Kansas. Let's grab now second place, Jeremiah Holt. I got to give a round of applause to you as well, man. Where's my soundboard at? Wow, what a comeback. Had some problems, got involved in an accident with the leaders in the early going, rallied, come back at the right time, finishing second. Nothing wrong with silver.
Yeah, it was a great race. Like you said, I had a little trouble early. I think it was around lap 40, and I really had to start managing tires. For me, the bottom was good. I was a little slow on the long run, so the caution there at the end kind of helped us, and everything just worked out. I hate teammate Jonathan Cofield got wrecked there at the end, but overall we had a good race.
Hey, Jeremiah, this is Mike. we saw a lot of guys tonight. Were these a little bit hard to handle when someone got, close to the rear end or to the right side? They almost looked like they handled a little bit like a truck tonight, like they were really loose.
Turn 2, the air push was really crazy. We never knew from one lap to the next how it was going to respond. The rest of the racing was really good overall. Turn 2 was the only issue I was having, but it was a lot of fun, a lot of room to race, a lot of 3-wide racing tonight without wrecks. So that makes a big difference.
I got to ask you as well, and please thank your sponsors, the man out of course, Mumford, Alabama. That is, of course, the driver of Jeremiah Holt. Jeremiah, if you had to go back and do it again, well, actually, I'm not going to say if you had to go back and do it again. Obviously, you want to win the damn thing. But what was going through your mind with that chaotic racing that was going on in that overtime? What made you pick and decide who you wanted to run with, what drivers you committed to going with, and getting that second place finish?
Just got lucky, got a good restart on the bottom. Held it to the floor like everybody else, and I think it was anybody's race there at the end. Josh came out on top. Good racing.
Anybody want to thank sponsor-wise, buddy? Go ahead.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Splash Auto Spa and all my teammates, the Cofields, for talking me through it. Mark was talking me through the last few laps there because he was wrecked out, but that's it. Had a good night.
Jeremiah Holt in his 9th start for NASRA will, of course, now pick up also a special moment. His 3rd top 10 of his career, his first ever top 5, first ever podium. Still looking for that first career win. The man out of Mumford, Alabama. That is, of course, Mr. Jeremiah Holt. Let's grab now the man that finishes in 3rd, Brandon Broadfoot, Double B. This has got to be like a win. You were up in the front at one time. You were leading. You got crashed. You had handling issues, got crashed, battled back. It took time to get fixed, and you still rally to finish on the podium in 3rd here.
Yeah, we saw it all tonight. That was unfortunate. I got an apology from Raul for that incident where he got into me and caused me to go back and get some damage fixed. But we got it fixed. We got out there on some fresh tires, and I don't know what happened, but I caught these guys up here in the front, and I noticed that Merck and a couple guys stayed out for a while and didn't take tires, and I was just shocked by that. And as soon as I got to them, the handling just went away. I was on ice. I just could not get through the corners at all. I was slipping and sliding, like the rear just wanted to swing out on me. And we got caught back up to the backpack there where Tim Hammond and those guys were. And we got super sideways that I thought I was going to bring out the caution, and the caution came out. And that saved us there. And we went in and got a set of boots put on and went through a cluster there for a moment. Kind of had me on my edge, and then I had a cat jump on my feet. I caught me off guard in the moment, and then we had that last caution, and we were like, okay, we're up here in the front now. We're just gonna full send it, and we did what we were supposed to. I mean, we could only do so much, and took Jeff Merck and somebody else 3 wide there, and come out of the corner out of 4, coming to the checkers, and I guess somebody said I did a Carl Edwards straight up into the wall, just saved it. And it got a 3rd place finish, so take that. I mean, it's a win, but we really wanted that win tonight because we were bad fast. We were on top for a bit, so.
Yeah, don't feel too bad, Brandon. Come on now. All the damage. You showed good patience. A lot of part-time guys, they were not collecting points. They would have went home at that point, so. You did the right thing. You stayed in it, and that was me that said you pulled a Carl Edwards. You just looked like you had her pinned, and you were going to the wall, buddy.
Yeah,
but, just great finish, man.
Yeah, I floored it through there. I was like hoping nobody would catch my draft there. But yeah, it was good. It was a good race. I had fun. Good challenge, and we'll take next week off because we got to work. But we'll be back at it, I guess, at Worldwide Technology or something like that.
Well, buddy, before we let you go, please thank your sponsors. We'll see you in a few weeks.
Yeah, first and foremost, I want to thank you guys for putting on a hell of a broadcast. Can't wait to go back and watch it. Thank you for all you guys do. Thank Cody for putting this thing on. Mark Morton, teammate for Thursday night. Thank him for the setup that he privately told me. So can't wait till tomorrow for the clash at Auto Club and the Indy cars. We'll see how that goes, and then we'll finish out the week at Richmond on my Friday night series. But yeah, thank everybody for watching, and hopefully we put on a good show for you guys.
Towards his 300 start for NASRA tonight, his career start number 295. He has 5 career wins, now 20 top 5s and 84 top 10s. The driver out of Chico, California, that is Mr. Brandon Broadfoot. And with that being said, we will call it a night here. Don't forget, next week, they will be at Rockingham. Upcoming broadcast scheduled tomorrow night. Auto Club, NASRA Clash with the Indy cars of the Cup Series. And then, of course, next Monday, we will be at Richmond for the NASRA DSR trucks. Next Tuesday, NASRA Prosper Engineering Endurance Series, Laguna Seca. Next Wednesday night, Rockingham. All of that coming up, as well as qualifying for Daytona for the Cops trucks in Season 12 next Thursday as well. Michael McKinnon, buddy, we're going to be working with each other a lot. Your final take of tonight, Manny. What a good one. Josh Rodriguez, welcome to NASRA ARCA Victory Lane, and what a finish. I know there's some people in chat a little frustrated, Michael, but I got to tell you this, man. You can't block somebody with 1 car, 3 lanes. I'll say that in closing. And secondly, you got to do whatever you can when that white flag waves to win the race.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I think anybody does the same. I mean, as for the full race, I enjoyed the heck out of it. 3 wide, several different lanes here, a lot of strategy brought out by the cautions, but the move from Rodriguez, I would do it every time. And as you saw, you feel like you're getting pushed up into the wall because you are. The air is coming up, and then you just keep it pinned. That's all you can do, and then hope the call comes out your way, and it did. So enjoyed it. Can't wait to see it again next Wednesday.
North American Sim Racing Association.com for all the details and information. Social media as well. NASRA 360 Racing Network on YouTube and at Searin Sports, and we are Searin.com. Hit that like, subscribe, and share. And we'll see you next week at The Rock. We'll see you tomorrow night for NASRA Clash Indy Cars for the Cops Truck Series. Congratulations, Josh Rodriguez, winner at Kansas. For Brady LaBeouf, Cody Knott, the race director for the Pultz Popper ARCA Series. Thanks again to Millie's Restaurant and Catering, sponsoring the event. And Torrington's Josh Rodriguez, first win, makes it 7 winners in 9 races on the season. For Bigglestein Hopton, Michael McKinnon, I'm Wesley Outland. We'll see you next Wednesday night at Virtual Rockingham.